Professor Ami Upadhyay, Vice Chancellor, Baba Saheb Ambedkar Open University, Ahmedabad.
Over to you, Prof. Ami Upadhyay, Vice Chancellor of Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar Open University, Ahmedabad.
Thank you very much, Shalini ji. First of all, I'm very thankful to UGC for giving me this opportunity to share my thoughts on teachers and national development. Honorable educationist here, Professor Srivastav ji, Professor Shalini ji, Professor Verghese ji, Professor Ganga Prasad ji, Professor Najma ji, and all the academicians witnessing this panel discussion today. Congratulations to UGC for the wonderful idea that talks about Guru Parva. गुरु एक ऐसा अस्तित्व है, पर्व है, जो व्यक्ति के अस्तित्व और व्यक्तित्व को सेलिब्रेट करने के लिए एक तक देता है, अपॉर्चुनिटी देता है. Whenever we have come across two biographies, autobiographies, I doubt whether anyone will be there where they have not mentioned about their teachers. Rather than repeating what my co-panelists spoke about, I would a little bit take a turn. We'll talk about something a little bit different. I'm reminded of a book that I read years back. Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, when he was here as a Chief Minister, he wrote a wonderful book in Gujarati. The title was Kelave Te Kelavani. Here he said that whatever educates, that is education. So first of all, it is very, very important to look at a teacher as an educator, because when we call teacher, maybe a little bit limited role it might be. When we talk about educator, it is boundaryless. So it is about education, educating. What exactly education does? शिक्षा वैचारिक विश्व को एक shape देती है. It shapes the thought process. When we talk about nation, it is social, cultural, historical, maybe a group, collective consciousness of people. Be it be cultural, social, educational, historical, economical. At the end of economical also, all these things are in roots. So everything is shaped, moved further with the thought process of an individual. So the best role that teacher plays is as a shaper of thought process. He or she shapes the thought process. I know such a wonderful thing that Radhakrishnan just said, that the best minds should be there as teachers. I'll go a little further. If the best don't enter into it by any reason, they have to make themselves best. They have to cultivate their own minds to be the best. When we talk about teacher, educator, understanding of a teacher, what Chanakya talks about, Radhakrishnan talks about, or Vivekananda talked about education, educator. We have a Gujarati poet who talks of, beautifully he writes, बीजा कशाय रंगनी तने लगी रे खबर जो होत तू पण वणे छे वस्त्र तू पण कबीर होत. It means every weaver does not become kabir. In the same way, an appointment letter of a teacher does not make him or her a teacher. It is the value system, what he lives by, the example that he or she sits in the classroom in front of the students. That really what makes an individual a teacher. परिवर्तन का जो परिवाहक होता है वो शिक्षक होता है. Now the role that teacher plays will start with very important, which is economic growth. A nation, the development of nation is known by per capita income and GDP. I'll share briefly few data facts. Now research and innovation play very vital role in national development, and generally innovation and research, they are with the education system, and teacher really encourages students. Teacher gets involved in research and innovation. Now the facts and figures that I'm sharing here is, now look at US GDP share 24.14, and their publication share is 20. China 18.62, publication share is 12.8. Japan 5.18 GDP and 4.8 publication. Germany 4.43 GDP, 5.3 publication. United Kingdom 3.35 GDP, 5.6 publication. India 3.33 GDP, 3.4 publication. There are many more facts and figures. This way, GDP, economic growth, and research innovation, they go hand in hand. And in research and innovation, teacher plays very, very, very vital role. Second role that it plays very important is development of virtues, social and national integration. He or she teaches it, that be it be NCC, NSS, extension activities, everywhere, the teachers role is to make students involved in the social responsibility, make them realize about it. Now you see, it is very, when we talk about national education policy, why it is very close to our heart, or why it is so important, because a person who has very high self-esteem can only contribute to the society. Till the time one doesn't have that high self-esteem or certain confidence, will not move further with the contribution side. National education policy boosts a kind of self-image of an individual in India, and education plays very vital role there. Somewhere I feel that when we talk about values, ethics, and everywhere, our cultural heritage, the role of a teacher is of a gardener, not of a watchman. For example, there is a garden. If a person continuously, no one should enter into it, no one should pluck the flowers, the growth of the garden, the growth of plant stops there. The role of a teacher is like a gardener. It is not all the time I'm preoccupied that flowers should not be plucked. No, I'm more concerned, I'm more involved in gardening, helping the flowers to bloom, blossom. So somewhere I think that is the role of a teacher. When we talk about national development, the people, Shiv Khera has rightly said that total quality people. It is not the infrastructure all the time. It is not all the time latest technology and machine, but most of the time it is total quality people. They play very vital role in the national building. And when we talk about total quality people, they come out from the educational institutes. It is the teacher who make people, who convert people into total quality people. So that quality adjective is added. That is the role of a teacher, an educator. When we talk about national development, at the time fostering pride for cultural, social, historical heritage, a well-informed, well-read, well-aware teacher makes learners realize from where you come, what you have, not only as an individual, as a society, as a nation, what you have. And now you see, now you decide where you can go. It is very important at the same time that like Guru Dattatreya, a teacher, not only I'm limited, I'm the only teacher in the world. The true teacher guides the learner that there are many more teachers outside, many more gurus outside. Go and find out your gurus. Every event, every incident, every individual can be your teacher. This is what a teacher does. So that really opens the eyes of an individual. Be it be spiritual, be it be education, be it be economic, be it be business. The true teachers play a very vital role in the growth of an individual learners. And growth of individual learner ends into growth of a nation. I'm reminded, you know, after Second World War, when America took over Japan and Japan surrendered. But at that time, they did not allow Americans to take over education system. Public of Japan and Emperor Hirohito, they said education will be with us only. And so you see, within 10 years, they could boost, they rose like anything. After 20 years, we can see that completely that agrarian economy, they got converted into modern industrial giant. Then the vehicles, four-wheelers, all the machines of Japan, they were being used in America. Who did it? This is the education system, and this is what education did. The teacher prepares all-round personalities, not only gold medalists. They prepare everything. So this is something very important. I feel एक बीज है उसमें वृक्ष है और एक वृक्ष है उसमें बीज है. मेरे सामने एक विद्यार्थी बैठा है, वो स्व से समष्टि की ओर जा रहा है और वो समष्टि एक राष्ट्र बनने वाली है. मुझे लगता है ये समझ के साथ शिक्षक राष्ट्र का घड़तर करता है. It was really a pleasure to talk about the role of teacher in national building. Honorable Prime Minister, when he wrote a book, Kelve Te Kelavani, he has given one very beautiful example that when an automobile engineer, is not good, वो scooter खराब होता है. When a civil engineer is not good, तो construction खराब होता है. लेकिन when a teacher is not good, it spoils, it harms the whole society and nation. No, years back, I think this is something very close to the topic this example is. Thank you very much.